Ladies and gentlemen,
Welcome back to Mullet and Goose.
I'm
Mullet, this is Goose.
What is up, guys? Boy, don't even start right now.
We are outside
Boy.
at the fire pit.
Boy.
And Goose is going to fight some dogs.
Kids these days, what can
Yeah, I hate kids. I hate kids so much.
All you gotta do is go get the hose and they'll shut up.
But we're out here, the fire pit, drinking
Yes,
our Cokes. We're not sponsored by Coke, just want to let
Just want
everybody
to
know
point that out there.
Yes,
It's better than
start
Pepsi,
out.
though.
Interesting week of games last week. Ma'am, ma'am,
I appreciate your feedback.
the sale does not work right now. The sale ended yesterday. Calm down, ma'am. Anyways, so interesting week of games we had last week. State got their butts handed to them. That's about the story of my life. Wake Forest upset Virginia Tech.
Wow, yeah, great win for the Deeks.
I liked what I saw out of them.
Liked what I saw. They had a tough slate at the beginning, and now bouncing back, and that was a big win for that program.
It was a very big win.
Dave Clawson with a huge win for that Demon Deacons
Making
program.
that NC State win over them look pretty good. Kind of.
Not really.
Not really. Not really.
Not really.
But yeah.
Georgia Tech and Boston College. Tech tried to make it interesting there at the end, but Boston College just scored too quickly, and when you turn the ball over 3 times, you're going to lose. I've said this for numerous weeks. Every time you turn the ball over and it turns into points for the other team, you're going to lose.
Syracuse.
Whoa.
They hung around with Clemson.
They lingered, and then Clemson said, all right, let's stop playing around.
And then Clemson shut the door on their legs, and they broke them.
Exactly. But Dino Babers went down to Clemson, South Carolina, and had a good showing for his program.
Put up a fight.
Put up a fight, and that's all you can ask for your team. You can't always ask them for a win, but you can ask them for a dog fight.
Exactly right.
Unless you're Clemson, then you can always ask for a win. But
Yeah. A win is, if you don't win, it's
if you don't win if you play for Clemson, and you're playing an ACC conference game, what are you doing? But
True story.
yeah.
So what kind of interesting slates do we have up for this upcoming week?
Well, we've got a couple interesting games. We've got Boston College.
Hey, Boston
And
College.
The Tigers of Clemson, which I think will be a very interesting matchup. Boston College is 4-2, but I think they're very underrated 4-2.
Wait a second. We haven't talked to them since UNC got their butts handed to them by Florida State.
Oh yeah, welcome back, guys.
I liked what I saw out of Florida State's quarterback that game. I just want to briefly touch up on that because I want to.
He wants to try and bash you.
I want to bask in that win for a little bit. Good showing by Florida State. UNC tried to make a comeback. It was very close. Javonte Williams dropped that pass. Javonte, we should hang out or something like.
Yeah.
Come on now.
You have our straps. Just you know what to do. Anyways, but yeah, I mean, it wasn't just Javonte with that drop at the end. It was 3 straight drops.
It was
not even bad passes by Sam. It was 3 straight drops.
Great catch by Bo Corrales.
Yeah, Bo Corrales. I swear, I'd have run that route every single time because Florida State was not stopping.
He was a big boy. He went up there and got it.
He made big man plays, and that's all you can ask for.
That's what it takes.
All you can ask for is big man plays. But hey, I mean.
Yeah, exactly right.
Props to Florida State for that was a huge win for Mike Norvell's program.
Definitely Ty Turner, even though they lost next week, but that's okay. That
also,
happens.
one thing we haven't spoken to him about was that Georgia Tech and Clemson game. All we're gonna say is Trevor Lawrence threw a pick.
Russell Wilson's streak was not broken.
So for all you State fans out there, you're welcome.
On behalf of Georgia Tech.
On behalf of Georgia Tech, I say you're welcome. Anyways, now let's get off of that game.
Jumping back to BC and Clemson.
BC and Clemson this upcoming week.
Let's see what happens. See if Jurkovic's going to have to play very well.
He will have to play.
They played really good against
perfect
Carolina, though. Boston College played really good against Carolina. They had it.
They had it
Went
right
for
there.
2, didn't get it. So, what are you going to do?
What are you going to do?
It'll be interesting to see what happens with Clemson. I think they'll definitely lose. They're definitely gonna get their butts handed to them. But
Clemson's like your mother-in-law. You never know what you're gonna get sometimes.
True that.
Because sometimes you'll get a really good Clemson. Sometimes you'll get a Clemson that's just good enough.
True. You never know what you're going to get. Life's like a box of chocolates. Clemson's like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get.
Exactly.
Thank
you, Mr. Forrest.
What other games do we have on this week?
Well, we've got Duke and the 49ers of Charlotte.
What other games do we have on this week?
Well, let's see. We've got a whole weekend.
If Duke doesn't beat Charlotte, I think we need to vote Duke out of the ACC, like the Premier League in soccer. Like the bottom two teams just get booted every year, and we get some like other good teams back in there.
We've got the Virginia Tech Hokies and the Louisville Cardinals.
Mediocre versus
slightly less mediocre.
Yes. That should be an easy win for Tech.
They have Tech favored at 3.5.
That should be an easy win for Tech.
Well, how would they respond after the loss, though?
That should be an easy win for Tech.
And Louisville riding that high wave after absolutely routing Florida State this past week. 48-16.
That should be an easy win for Tech. I'll say it once more.
Say
it with me, folks. That should be an easy win for Tech.
We've got the Tar Heels traveling to Charlottesville to play the Cavaliers of Virginia.
Yeah, I got UNC in that one.
Carolina's favorite at 6.5.
Only 6.5.
Only 6.5.
Well, I did like what I saw out of Virginia against Miami.
Virginia's hung around in games, they just haven't finished games. And that's my only concern with Virginia is they can hang around with anyone.
I liked what their defense put up again last week against Derek King. They found a way to stop him.
Yeah, I mean, Miami scored 19 points last week.
So
that's not bad.
We'll see if
considering what Miami could do.
We'll see if Brennan Armstrong can carry the CVA offense to hopefully a victory or something.
And
see what happens.
I can't believe I'm going to talk about this game, but Wake Forest and Syracuse.
Wake Forest.
Yep, Wake Forest. I got Wake Forest big.
Wake Forest big. Sam Hartman's going to go crazy.
Wake Forest is favored by 11.
I give them 12.
I give them 15.
Amen. Ditto.
And then the
Dino.
final.
So, Dino
Babers.
Dino Babers, yeah.
Head coach at Syracuse.
Yeah, I know you like that.
Yeah.
That was pretty funny.
And then the final game is going to be the one I will be watching at 3:30 on Saturday. Is the Fighting Irish traveling to Atlanta to play the Jackets. Georgia Tech coming out with some new unis this week. What's it called?
The black and white ones.
No, it's they have a name for it. It's like the
Yellow Swarm.
No, it's like the Black Watch.
Buzz
or something.
the Fighting Irish.
No. No. No.
A swarm of Yellow Jackets.
No, that's not what it's called.
Back in black.
ACDC. It's called the Black Watch uniform.
I was pretty close.
Guys, go if you have the time. I would definitely go look at that. It's kind of clean. I ordered the jersey, so we're just.
I think I was that close.
You know what they say?
So close, but so far.
Close only counts in horseshoes, hand grenades, and nuclear warfare.
And predictions.
No! No!
I don't know. We'll see.
But, so, what are we thinking about these games? Who do you think you've got winning them?
I'll go with my super dog.
Your super dog.
My Lee Corso super dog pick.
49ers, taking it down.
49ers taking it down.
Actually, that wouldn't be a bad pick, folks. It really wouldn't.
Yeah, I could see Charlotte winning. I could see Syracuse doing something. Their defense would have to step up.
There's the problem.
Has to step up. Their offense isn't doo-doo.
It's just not.
It's not one of those offenses that are going to be able to keep up with your Sam Howells, your Sam Hartmans.
Syracuse has an offense, but they don't have an offense that can score enough points to make up for the lack of defense.
They'll get you 28 points a game, but defense will give up 45.
Get you 28 points a game.
They can get you 28 points a game.
No, they can't.
How many did they score against Liberty? 20-something.
Oh, that's a good one we can talk about. Liberty.
The Liberty Flames.
They scored 21 against Liberty, by the way.
Okay, so they scored 20-something. Okay, hey, that's fine.
Liberty scored 38, by the way.
Liberty is very good this year. They're looking very strong.
I'm surprised they're not sneaking into that top 25. Liberty hasn't lost a game.
And they have played.
We'll see what happens. They've played teams.
They're going
to
get to play Virginia Tech and NC State.
Well, honestly,
later this year?
I would love to see Liberty sweep the ACC. I would love to see it. My cousin works there. I gotta
My
say
dad went there.
Okay, well, I'm kind of
I
obligated.
want to go there.
Well, there's
But I don't want them to beat State at the current moment in time.
at the current moment in time. All right.
Things could change in the future.
Things
Probably
change,
won't.
people change.
But NC State fans stay the same.
Yep.
Remember that, kids.
Hey, just want to know the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. That's called a State fan.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
All right, let's make our picks for this week.
All right,
So we've got the Eagles and the Tigers.
roll Tigers.
How much?
21. Boston College hangs out with them in the first 2 quarters. Clemson opens up the can in the 3rd quarter, and Boston College can't dig out of the hole in the 4th.
Yeah, the Boston College, Clemson's favored by 31. And that game will be at 12 o'clock noon on ABC. Then following that game on ABC, you've got Irish and the Jackets in Atlanta. What do you think?
Irish by 14.
14.
14.
You give us 14.
I'll say y'all hang around with Notre Dame.
I say we hang around with Notre Dame the first 3 quarters, but I think the 4th quarter we have a turnover that costs us, and that will ultimately be our
Freshman
demise.
turnover. Yeah, I agree.
No, I think it's a running back fumble.
Oh.
I don't think it's the quarterback this
You
time.
don't think it's Jeff?
I don't think it's Jeffrey Sims. I really don't. I don't know if his first name's Jeffrey, but it's Jeff.
Jeff.
But I think Jeff
James.
plays a good, clean game this week. But I don't know. Do they go to James Graham at all this week? Because they went to him last week in Boston College, and he put together a solid drive. I still think you stick with Sims, but I think Georgia Tech has the motivation. They've got the black watch uniforms. When you look good, you play good. I've said this all my life. When you look good, you play good. When you've got something new and exciting that the players love, you want to play good in it.
I know there's one person out there that will get this reference. When you look the part, you dress the part. Just remember that, okay? When you look the part, you dress the part. All right. Amen. Okay.
All right. We've got the Demon Deacons in Syracuse.
Wake Forest.
Wake Forest, we already said that.
14, at least.
At least.
All right.
We've got the Hokies traveling to Louisville. Play the Cards.
Easy win for Tech.
You say that, but I've got the Cards by a field goal. Trust. Anyways.
What the heck did you just say to me?
Yep. The 49ers and Duke. What you thinking here?
That ain't the 49ers. Duke wins because Chase Bryce only throws 1 pick this week.
I'm going to quote my favorite man in the world.
No.
Not so fast. 49ers take one in Durham. Take one in Durham. Steal one on the road. Give me Charlotte.
I'm sorry.
And now going to Charlottesville for the game. Oh, you see what I did there?
I got Virginia.
Wow.
Virginia by 3.
Sam Howell throws for 453 yards and 3 touchdowns.
He needed 454. Tech wins.
Tech.
Virginia wins. I'm so used to saying Tech wins. It's probably unhealthy. It's very unhealthy.
And not that Tech. Not my Tech.
My Tech. Just kidding.
You're a Virginia fan. How can you say my Tech?
It was just a joke.
Calm down, Jim
calm
Ball.
down. Whoa, chill down, Cletus.
All right. So I've got the Heels big. I think Sam Howell just absolutely opens up a can against the Cavaliers.
I'm sorry.
And yeah, I got the Tar Heels big.
All right. Is that our last game?
That was our last game.
Thank you for tuning into this week's of Mullet and Goose. Please subscribe. That would mean a lot to us. Comment below your picks for this week. And we'll see y'all later. As
Well,
always, you want to say it?
Say less. God bless.
God bless. Have a good one, folks.